Hi, and welcome to my video. I'm Charlotte Coates, and today I'm going to demonstrate how to create a flippity game in minutes. It can be as much fun for you as it will be for your students to enjoy. My target audience for this game today is going to be about junior high aged students with mild to moderate learning disabilities. And my goal is to engage my students while we cover spelling, vocabulary, and some critical thinking. So the game that I've chosen to demonstrate is going to be called this one right here, Flippity Snowman. So first I'm going to show you how this game is played, really quick demonstration. So without knowing anything about this game, we're guessing a word, right? So this game is very much like the traditional hangman game where I would start with my vowels usually. So let's see, A, all right, E, I, probably not. So then that's when the snowman starts to melt. So is it a B? Let's see. Oh, I'm guessing bear. All right. Of course, since I've looked at this game, I already know that they're looking for animals in this one. So that helps give me a heads up, which we would also let our students know, what we're covering. But this is a version of hangman. So we're going to back it up, and I'm going to show you how to actually create this game. So very quick and easy. Right here we say we're going to edit the terms in the box below, and then we'll click that generate button at the bottom. We can separate terms with comma or line breaks. So line breaks mean, hit that enter key. So we're going to change the type of game here. I'm going to go with apple picker. We're going to give it a name. We're going to decide, what are our students covering? What are the words that we're going to be searching for? So those would come from our vocabulary for the week. So let's say this week we are doing it over the topic of different modes of transportation. So that's what I'm going to call it so that my students see that. Now here, oops, didn't mean to scroll there. I'm going to do this here. I'm going to delete these, and I'm going to enter train, plane, car, truck, had so many in my mind. Train, plane, car, truck, helicopter. I'm sure you at home, you're screaming at me. You're like, what? So let's say boat. And at this point, you can even hit Google and say, give me some ideas for terms for modes of transportation. And what do I get from there? Of course, we've got a bus. How could I forget that? We also have a bus for the school. I'm sure students will like that. We've got bicycle. You could also say a ferry. See if our students know what a ferry is, thinking outside of the box, getting them to maybe learn something about a mode of transport they don't know much about. Motorcycles. And we'll throw in a few e-scooter. What about an e-bike? Okay, so we have our list of terms here. So all we need to do now is click our generate button, And now we see, this is our little apple picking. Up here we have the name, modes of transportation game, and we can start. And of course, one of the basics of teaching our students a game like this is we start with our vowels. Let's go through our vowels. What do we have? And we don't have to go through all of them, but it helps us understand. So our vowels are an O and our A. And then we come in with those critical thinking skills and we tell our students, okay, so what words do you think, or what letters do you think might be missing in this word? What mode of transportation do you think that we might be getting close to guessing? And there it is, boat. And these games are just so easy to use. All you have to do is come down here and click this share button, this one right here, and it will give you a URL so you can copy and paste and you can send this to your students. You can have it waiting for them in their online sign-in information or however you access electronic games. They can sit and they can work on this vocabulary as maybe you give some other students one-on-one time with other harder concepts. It can be a great way, again, to reiterate spelling, vocabulary, and those critical thinking, because we're having to put our thinking caps on to figure out exactly what the system is looking for. So like I said, Flippity is a very easy way to do games a number of different ways. And a lot of the kind of older game, like, hangman isn't necessarily considered that word and such as appropriate. So you can find more appropriate styles of some of the older games that we all know and love so much. So I hope you have just as much fun working around Flippity, figuring out its capabilities, and I hope you have a lovely day.